Another game, another loss for the Toronto Raptors as they drop yet another game, 113-103. And they, if I'm not mistaken, they put up the worst franchise mark for a month of March. If I'm not mistaken, it was 1-13. They won a total of one basketball game, and they beat Denver, of all teams. You lose 113-103 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But before we talk about this game, no Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, no Dort, no Horford. They're top three scorers on their team. Look, I knew this Raptor team was bad, and they have been playing some really bad basketball, but I didn't know if they were that bad. They've lost to Detroit. They are swept in the season series by Detroit. They lost to the Rockets, and they ended their 20-game losing streak. OKC's been playing some terrible basketball as of late, and they don't have their three leading scorers, and they still beat you. And I gotta take a whole look. I'm gonna take the goat horns. I'm gonna look. You guys in the last video in the comment section were going at me because of the whole Serge Ibaka thing that I said. And you know what? You guys are right. I was all up and down. You know, you can't go from a 50-win team to a downright terrible team just by losing a guy like Serge Ibaka and even a little bit of Marc Gasol. I take that all back, what I said. Because my God, the guy that replaced with him is absolutely horrendous. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new class. You know what it's called? Rebounding 101. But you know who has skipped every damn class? Aaron Baines. Welcome to the class. You go up, you look at the rebound, all right? You see the ball come off the rim. You go up with two hands. You squeeze the ball with two hands. You come down with it. Rebound. What's Aaron Baines doing going up there with one hand, trying to tip it and grab it with one? Two hands, big idiot. He played 21 minutes today. He didn't have a point. He didn't have an assist. He missed 3 shots he took, and he had a total of, get this one, as your big man, he had a total of 2 rebounds. The guy is terrible. I hate coming on here and bashing players, and I hate coming on here and saying whatnot about, you know, all these players, and I like talking positive stuff. But when I'm watching something like that, it's just sad to watch, man. It's just absolutely sad. Boucher's having a tough time rebounding the ball lately. He only had 4 boards down. I forget how many minutes he played. But Baines is useless. And I take everything I said back about Serge Ibaka. Like, you guys made some very good points. He's a double-double machine. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, but that doesn't change that you're, 12 games under 500 at 18-30. Would that change? Would that flip to 30-18 if you just had Ibaka or Gasol? You know what? It might actually change. You want to hear some crazy numbers today? On the glass, the Raptors lost 64-35. That is beyond awful. Offensive boards were 19-7 in favor of OKC. Points in the paint, you were -10. Second chance points. The Raptors allowed 30, that's what I was going for. 30 offensive or second chance points. It was the score was 30-9 in second chance points. The team as a whole can't grab a rebound. However, the guy you're paying to be your big, to grab rebounds, is not doing his job. Look, all credit to Gary Trent Jr. today. Fantastic game. Easily best game as a Raptor. Career high in points, just like that. And he is showing Raptor fans what he's made of. That jumper is smooth as heck, man. I'm loving myself some Gary Trent Jr. He looks real good out there. But what a terrible basketball game. They play in the first half, and they look pretty good, right? 32-30 after one quarter. You're +6 in the second quarter, 35-29. You're up by 8 at halftime. You're feeling pretty good. Then they fall apart. Third quarter, you're -6, 28-22. However, Gary Trent Jr. hits a crazy shot at the last second in the third quarter to give your team that 2-point lead. At one, you were down by 1. I think it was down by 1. And he makes the 3, if I'm not mistaken, to give you the 1-point lead, or the 2-point lead, which is great. But you go into the fourth, and you play just as bad. You only score a total of 14 in the fourth. What did we talk about in the last video? We talked about how this team only scored 13 in that third quarter of the last one against Detroit. They scored 14 in the fourth. They allowed 26. You're minus 12 in the fourth quarter. They scored a total of 36 points. 36 in the second half after scoring 67 in the first. How does a team go from being that good to that bad so damn fast? I don't know. I really don't. Other than Baines' abysmal performance on the glass, Fred VanVleet, I'll continue to say about Fred, people are going to yell at Pascal Siakam because they all love to, but no one's talking about Fred, and I will do so. I've tried to defend him as much as I can, but 18 points, 4 boards, 7 assists, shot 5 of 17. That's awful. It was 3 of 10 from 3. It's not good enough. Yeah, 5 steals and 4 blocks is insane for a guard, but making shots is huge. And he didn't do that today. He has not been doing, his percentages this season are really low. Yeah, he's got that streak going of 3-point shots made in consecutive games. Well, when you're taking 10 threes, I sure hope you're getting one of them down. Gary Trent Jr., as I mentioned, career high, 31 points, 2 boards, didn't have an assist. Why would you pass the ball if you're just making buckets? Shot 12 of 22. He did miss some shots late in the game, but again, 31 over the course of the game, 12 of 22, and was 6 of 11 from 3-point range. He had 3 steals and a block that's OG. 2 steals for Gary Trent Jr., excuse me. He played a fantastic game. Easily the player of the game for the Toronto Raptors, no doubt about it. OG, look, this guy's, I think he's turning into one of our key guys. He already was on the defensive end, but his offensive numbers are going up and up and up. And he's in the confidence in OG. You can just see it. He is just getting more confident each and every game. A double-double for him, 20, 11, and 3. Shot 7 of 18, 4 of 11 from 3. He had 3 steals and a block, so he was great on the defensive end, as always. And Pascal Siakam, didn't really see him a whole lot. 14 points, 7 boards, 4 dimes. It's not a bad line, but 2 of 9 from the field and 1 of 3 from 3. Didn't really get a whole lot going there on the offensive end at all. And Chris Boucher, as I mentioned, 10 points, 4 boards, 3 dimes off the bench, shot 4 of 10, 2 of 6 from 3, and had 2 blocks. But the story of this game is not about how Fred shot bad. And I'm not dismissing that at all because it's clearly an issue. And Pascal didn't really make an impact. That's an issue. But the fact that you cannot, first off, the Raptors are the worst rebounding team in basketball. That's evident. But the fact that you got out-rebounded on the offensive glass by 12, and the glass all around, you were minus 29. Second chance points, you're minus 21. And points in the paint, where those rebounds do occur, you're minus 10. And your big guy played 21 minutes and had 2 rebounds. And 1 play, he got a technical, I think it was in the second quarter, right? I'm yelling at him. I'm like, why the hell are you yapping your mouth? You want some call or something? You go up for the rebound. Your left arm was free. But you chose to try and grab it with one hand and you knock it out of bounds. And you yap the referee and you get teed up. You're not helping your team there whatsoever. I don't know. The guy is just really bad. Like I said in my last video, I'd rather see some Henry Ellenson than in this guy right now. I really would. I don't even know if he's still on the team. If he's even in the 905, I don't even know. But all I know is that Aaron Baines is just not good. Like, we've learned this all year long that he's just not good. But a game like this, it's a glaring issue now. Like, it was always a factor that the Raptors have a tough time rebounding. But watching him get the start, go 21 minutes, and literally having a nothing stat line except for 2 rebounds, maybe a block or 2 in there, it's just awful. It's just straight up garbage. The team overall shot 39% from the field. It's not good enough. You shot 35% from 3. It's not good enough in this NBA. 85% from the line, yeah, that's great. But you allowed the Oklahoma City Thunder to shoot 45% from the field and 44% from 3-point range. They shot 75% from the line. It's just not good enough. The team has not played well. They're not rebounding. They're not making shots when you need to make shots. And they're not getting stops. Again, I'll say it. You allowed 113. Well, that's not as bad as 120. Well, you're right. They also didn't have 3 of their top scorers. That's like us saying no Fred, no Pascal, and no OG. That's basically a loss in itself. Even with these guys, we're losing. The team is playing downright terrible. They're 12 games under 500. Everyone's talking about, oh, let's get to the play-in at 10. At this point, to even want it, I'm seeing tank for Cade. The odds of this team actually getting Cade are slim to none. I hate to say it, Raptor fans, because if you really believe that, I understand this team is playing so damn bad, but if you really believe the Houston Rockets at 13 wins, and I think Detroit is 13, I don't care that Detroit has played us 3 times, they don't play us anymore. So it's not like they get any more wins off of us. We have 18 wins. Those 2 teams have 13. The odds of those two teams catching us is slim to none. All I can say is, I don't know. I was going to say play the best you can, see if you can get a couple wins, have these younger players, guys like Trent Jr., OG, Pascal and Fred, I guess, develop continuously. But overall, guys, this is just not fun. It's not a fun time watching Raptor basketball. Now, we did get our championship. I understand we had lots of years of great basketball, but a month of 1-13, 12 games under 500, and you've lost to some terrible teams, and you play well against good teams. It just doesn't make any sense with this Raptor squad, but it's the way it is right now. Next game for the Toronto Raptors, you got Golden State at Amalie Arena at 7 p.m. on Friday night. What Raptor team are we going to see? We haven't really seen a good Raptor team since that Denver game. You've seen spurts of good Raptor basketball in the second quarter today, and then I think it was in one quarter in the last one against Detroit. But you cannot have these lapses where you only score 14 in a quarter and expect to win. Your defense and rebounding this year is not good enough to hold up with that. If you scored more than 14, you might have actually had a good game. If you scored the average 25 a quarter, is 100 points. You scored 25, you win this basketball game. But they couldn't do it. And that's all there is to it. You know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and did not enjoy the game today, if you're a Raptor fan, but if you're an OKC fan and watched this video and liked the game, you smack that like button as well. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like from today's game? The only thing I can say I liked about today's game was Trent Jr. That's all I got. All right? Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys. Jay's Edition, you're damn right. Game 1 of the season goes tomorrow afternoon to 105, 107, whatever the hell time it is. First pitch at Yankee Stadium. Hyunjin Ryu on the mound for the Blue Jays. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees in Game 1 of 162. Can't wait to get it going tomorrow afternoon for you guys. As for the Leafs, I'll talk to you guys very shortly. Leafs Edition, as not like the Raptors, the Leafs play a fantastic hockey game against the Winnipeg Jets and win that one 3-1. We'll talk about that very shortly. And as for the Raptors, they play Golden State on Friday, 7 p.m. at Amalie Arena. That's all I got, all right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video and my misery. We'll talk to you guys then.